Hi everyone, this is a new video in order to explain a little bit how Matomo Tag Manager is great and how the Santino project is very great as well, and how the two can fit together. So good chances that you never heard about Santino before. Santino is, as I said, an open source GTM framework, but I will mainly say an open source TMS framework, which is a great initiative launched by Gary Lemasson, a French guy which is a freelance in web analytics. And I just would like to show how it can fit Matomo Tag Manager and how you can actually improve your experience of Matomo Tag Manager, which has just been released today, and how you can go even faster than, let's say, the default installation that you have here. So basically, Santino, it took me a while in order to understand what it is about. Makes more sense if you go here under download and that you click, for example, here under, I'm just going to take Santino SEO. And here on Santino SEO, actually, you get Google Tag Manager tags configuration, GTM triggers, GTM variables. So when you click on it, you have actually the description, the description of the code that you need to insert within Google Tag Manager in order to make it working properly. But actually, the good news is that Matomo Tag Manager support actually what we call the data layer of Google Tag Manager, which means that most of the code that you can find here within Santino can be used with a slight modification within Matomo Tag Manager. So it means that here by default, actually at the date of the release, we only have, let's say, like 4 different tags that we can use here. But with Santino, definitely this list of tags can go up to, I don't know, like hundreds of different tags. And that's the same thing for triggers, and that's the same thing for variables. So what you need to understand is actually Santino is a great open source project in order to fully take advantage of most of the TMS. So as it's quite hard maybe for you to understand right now what it is about, I'm just going to show you a small demo about how you can push a meta description of a given blog post within Matomo Analytics thanks to Matomo Tag Manager and Santino. So let's say that I want to push a meta description of a blog post within Matomo Analytics. So for the one who do not know what is Matomo Analytics, this is a competitor of Google Analytics, but as a free software alternative. So I want to push within Matomo Analytics meta description, and it will go within a custom dimension, which will be under, I think it's, under behavior. I'm going to push it to this custom dimension that actually I'm going to rename. And let's go. Okay, so first of all you need is to have like a variable. So here are all the different variables that you can grab from Santino. So as you can see, there are many of them. And in my case, I'm just going to pick up the SEO meta description. So as you can see, there are many of them. Just going to pick up this one. Basically, all the other one can give you more information about meta description in particular. But in my case, I'm just going to take this one out. And so once I got this variable that I just copy and paste, I just need to create it within Matomo Tag Manager. So I'm just going to create it right now. And so this is a custom JavaScript. So here I'm just going to copy and paste it here. So as you can see, it starts with function, and then you have the brackets and the return. So actually, Gary Lemasson made a great work here. And here we are. So it's defined. So now the next things that you need is just to pick up the title of this variable specifically, and then we are just pasting it here as a title. Okay, so now I just create my variable. So so far that's the only thing I needed. Now I'm just going to debug and show that actually it's working and it's showing up the meta description of a given blog post. So in my case, I'm just going to call it alert. That's just for debugging. So alert meta. And just going to write here my favorite script, which is the alert script. So script, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now I have it. So I just now want to display an alert in JavaScript. So here is the code up, and I just want to insert within it the variable. So the variable is SEO meta description, So normally if I fire this tag specifically, it should show me actually the SEO meta description of the given page. So I'm just going to use a trigger, which is the page view trigger. So it means that whatever the page is going to be loaded is going to trigger the specific meta description of the page. Now I'm publishing the version, and it's going to be version 8 in my case. And now it's live. So if I go here on my website and that I fire the page, wow, that's awesome, because as you can see, just picked it up the meta description of my page. So I can look it back here and find that, yeah, I had a meta description and the content of it. Well, this is a great blog post. Let's have a look at it. So as you can see, it's kind of very cool. So of course now it's an alert, so it doesn't have any value. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna let's say remove this part, because I don't need this trigger, these tags anymore. It has no value to me. So I'm just gonna remove it. And now instead of actually firing, let's say like a JavaScript alert, all I want is to include it within Matomo Analytics. I just show and want it to be a bit nice. So I'm just gonna call it meta description or something similar. So let's go within custom dimension, and within custom dimension, I'm gonna just change this one and give it a nice name and say, oh, that's gonna be meta description. Okay, you can call it whatever you want. Doesn't. Okay, it's just for me, just in order to be a bit nicer. So meta description. Okay, I just need to remember that this is the custom dimension number 1. And if I go here within Matomo Analytics, when I will fire my Matomo Analytics on any given page, I'm going to remove this one. No, actually, again, I'm going to keep this one. So now it's within the Matomo configuration. So I'm just going to say with SEO in mind. Okay, and I'm going to pick up the index number 1, which correspond, of course, to the custom dimension that I just edit. And now I'm just going to say, okay, I want to pick up the meta description. So just going to go here and just pick this one up, create my new variable. So now it's done. So I'm just going to update it. And I'm going to publish a new version, be 9, and then let's publish it, okay? Okay, so now it's live. So basically what's going to happen now is every time that a page is going to be fired, it's going to look, thanks to the Santiano script within the Matomo Tag Manager, if actually there is a meta description. If there is a meta description on the page, then I'm going to load actually a specific tracking code and send it as a custom dimension in the slot number 1. So as you can see, I just refreshed my page and nothing happened, and that's totally normal. That's because I removed the alert script, and now it sends in the background actually the meta description in order to ensure that actually it has been done properly. What I could have done is I could have used the debug mode, so I'm just gonna do it right now. So yeah, preview debug. Okay, so I should have done this before, but I didn't. So okay, so let's do this. Tap. Okay, so now I have actually the debug mode. So I will have like twice the meta description sent to Matomo Analytics, but it doesn't really matter. And let's see what happened here. So I had my page view, which got loaded. So Matomo Analytics have been loaded, and now I need to understand actually what has been sent through this tag. So let's look here. So yeah, Matomo configuration in mind. So this is what has been fired actually. It has been sent actually to localhost in ID site number 1, blah blah blah. So it did a lot of stuff, and it's sent within the index 1 of custom dimension the value. This is a great blog post. Have a look at it. So now I should be a happy bunny, because if I'm looking back within my Matomo installation that I go under the day of today, I could basically check out that within the behavior and meta description, if I'm lucky enough for this demo, I should see actually the meta description. Actually, as you can see, my Matomo Analytics is a bit slow. The reason is that I'm using actually a local host server and I did not configure it for speed, so that's why actually it's taking a while. But what you can see is actually the meta description has been properly sent, so I'm a happy bunny. The reason why I have a 1 here is because I was using it before for the SEO element H1, so that's the reason why actually you can see a 1, but it's not linked with the meta description itself. So why this video tutorial was great, I just wanted to show you that now we just pushed out the meta description thanks to Santino, but as you can see, there are many other variables that you can push out thanks to Santino and Matomo Tag Manager to Matomo Analytics. There are as well many triggers that you can use as well, and tags to make it straight. Actually, here you have the feeling that you can only create 4 tags within Matomo Tag Manager, but the truth is that you can, I don't know, already fire like I have no idea how many combination of tags you can fire, but almost all your needs are already filled in thanks to this combination of using the scripts which have been already developed here by Santino and the use of Matomo Tag Manager. I really hope that actually this video show you why Santino is great and how you can already use it with Matomo Tag Manager or any other tag manager such as Google Tag Manager on other TMS platform. And I really hope that you will take advantage of it for Matomo Tag Manager. Thanks for watching.